obstruction by Liberal MPs, no doubt, directed by the Prime Minister, is part of a pattern with this Prime Minister, part of a pattern of a Prime Minister who has continually put his personal and partisan political interests and that of protecting top Liberals implicated in a serious crime, leaking classified information that may have compromised a CSIS investigation into Beijing's interference activities ahead of our national security. Mr. Chair, on April 10th of this year, the Globe and Mail reported that in 2019, the then Liberal candidate, now Member of Parliament for Don Valley North, was tipped off by a Liberal Party member that he was being monitored by CSIS. It was confirmed at the public inquiry on foreign interference that only a select few top Liberals closely connected to the Prime Minister were present at classified CSIS briefing where this information was communicated. 3 top Liberals received the briefing, including Azim Ismail, the National Director of the Liberal Party. Mr. Ismail then briefed Jeremy Broadhurst, who did have the requisite security clearance, Broadhurst being a top advisor to the Prime Minister. Broadhurst then briefed the Prime Minister. So what we know is that 5 top Liberals, including the Prime Minister himself, were briefed. That information resulted in a leak in which a candidate, now Member of Parliament, was tipped off that he was being monitored by CSIS. Can you confirm that knowingly leaking classified information is an offense under Sections 13 and 14 of the Security of Information Act?
Yes, leaking classified information is a criminal offense.
And it would be fair to say that it is a serious offense punishable by up to 14 years behind bars?
Yes, I believe you're correct.
Yes. Following the Globe and Mail report, I sent a letter to the Commissioner of the RCMP dated April 12th of this year, bringing to his attention this apparent serious breach of national security, whereby all evidence points to 5 top Liberals, one of whom, or more than one of whom, may have betrayed their oath of secrecy and leaked classified information, undermining ongoing national security operations. And on May 3rd, 2024, I received a letter from the Commissioner acknowledging my letter. Since that time, has the RCMP opened an investigation?
Mr. Chair, I won't be able to comment on any facts of whether we have or not an investigation.
Well, okay, fair enough. I understand you might not be able to comment on it if an investigation has been opened, but the Commissioner did say in his letter that the RCMP will examine this information. So has the RCMP examined the information surrounding serious allegations contained in the Globe and Mail report about a major national security breach involving top Liberals close to the Prime Minister, perhaps even the Prime Minister himself?
Mr. Chair, again, I'm not going to comment on this question.
Well, has the RCMP contacted any of these top Liberals?
Mr. Chair, again, I'm not going to comment
Well,
on this.
I think there needs to be a certain level of transparency. I know you can't comment on any ongoing investigation. I understand that. I respect that. I'll put it to you this way. Has the Prime Minister contacted the RCMP? Has he referred this national security breach to the attention of the RCMP?
Mr. Chair, same answer. I'm not going to comment on.
Well, it's interesting that you're not able to comment. It's interesting further that the Prime Minister has been silent about it. He certainly hasn't said that he has referred the matter to the attention of the RCMP. We have seen the Liberals at committee try to obstruct efforts to get to the bottom of this major national security breach. And frankly, what we've seen in terms of the Prime Minister's silence, obstruction by Liberal MPs, no doubt, directed by the Prime Minister is part of a pattern with this Prime Minister, part of a pattern of a Prime Minister who has continually put his personal and partisan political interests and that of protecting top Liberals implicated in a serious crime, leaking classified information that may have compromised a CSIS investigation into Beijing's interference activities ahead of our national security. Canadians deserve better. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.